once you list your skill set, you have to group them under which category they belong. So what I mean by category is which industry or which domain does these skills belong to. So let's say, for instance, if you know how to manipulate data on Excel, you know how to create and analyze data on it. It's basically within the Excel expertise. So like an specialist, or maybe a data entry specialist, or data management, or data analytics, right? It depends on how you want to tie down that title, or how do you want to name it. But mostly, one of the things that you can do, you can go to Upwork and see other people's profile, type Excel, and see how people actually list how they title the headlines that they give themselves, right? That have this similar skill sets. So it can be like data specialist in Excel, or Excel specialist, something like that. Then for the example of product management, you can simply say management professional, product management specialist, something like that. So you can put them under specific domains. So you list. So for the other example that I was talking about, where you create a Facebook page, you create a LinkedIn account, and so on and so forth, you can put it on social media management or social media specialist, right? So you can categorize your skills under those domains. So you put them under each domain. All right. So once you do that, the next step is for you to look at social media specialist, Excel specialist, or product management specialist. You look at what is my level of knowledge. That is the next step. Is for you to assess yourself. And you have to be honest, guys. If you go and say you are an expert in this area, it means you can compete with the top-notch group. Know that you are not the only one. Like I said in day one, we talked that you have to know that the platform is competitive. So if the platform is competitive, it means there are other experts in that same field that you will be competing with. So you have to be honest with yourself. So you have 3 levels. You have entry level, you have intermediates, and then you have expert levels. All right. So now you have to be honest with yourself and say, okay, this particular domain, I have entry level knowledge, which means, for instance, I can enter data into an Excel sheet, but my knowledge in terms of doing visualization is basic, right? So I would say this is entry level. So somebody can hire me to do data entry. So I can take data from a particular document, enter it on an Excel sheet, but I cannot do things like micro and other advanced formulas on Excel, right? But I would say if I can do visualization properly and I can manipulate data, actually make it meaningful, filter data, do all of those advanced functionalities on Excel, I can say I have intermediate skills. However, another level would be advanced or expert level, wherein I can use I can actually write code to manipulate Excel. I can turn Excel into a database that performs certain functionality. If you enter certain data, it will give you certain results. If I can do that kind of level of manipulation and advanced programming of Excel, then I am an expert in Excel. So do you see how I have placed the different categories? So that's how you have to categorize your skills. So entry level, intermediate, and expert level. So if you say you are an expert, you don't need hand holding. That's what they call it. They don't need to hold your hand to perform certain tasks. So if you say you're an expert, it means you can hit the road running. You can hit the ground running once you are hired. You know what to do. You are there to educate and guide the clients on what to do because the client has hired an expert. If you are an entry level, the client understands that you need some amount of guidance. You need some hand holding. Do you see why it is important? So when the clients are requiring, even when they are posting jobs, they will put the requirement there, whether it is an entry level, intermediate, or expert that they are looking for. So you can apply to the appropriate level. That is the importance. So in summary, when it comes to identifying your niche, you need to know the skill set that you have, and you need to know the level at which you are as a person when it comes to that skill set. The next step on researching on identifying your niche is looking for high demand categories. So let's say I have a skill set that is not of high demand. Let's say, for instance, I don't know which skill set is not of high. I don't want to give a skill set out there that's not of high demand. Anyway, so let's say you have a particular skill set, or you are in a particular category that is not of high demand. And why? How do you even know? Because that's the first question. How do you know that this skill set that I have is of high demand? Is to go to Upwork. That's the simplest thing I can say. When you go to Upwork, yes, in day one we talk about it, how to select jobs. So when you select jobs, then you search for data entry. When you search for data entry, what will happen is that you will see all the list of data entry jobs. You can even go advanced and actually filter for data entry jobs. Then you see all the list of data entry jobs. Now, what should come to your mind is you should be able to see the number of jobs that are being posted on a daily basis. How many jobs are available on Upwork that are data entry jobs? And now, by the way, just to let you know that jobs on Upwork do expire. So when a job expires, Upwork removes it. So whatever you are going to see is something that is somebody is still looking out for, or maybe the job has not been hired for yet, or somebody still wants to hire for that job. So that's why you are seeing that job. So when you search, you will see the volume, the search volume for that particular job. So if you see that search volume, then that can tell you it's also a high demand, right? So this is really important. Analyze the competitors. That's another thing. You have to analyze the competitor. How many people are looking for, how many freelancers do we have that are data entry clerks, right? So that also can tell you that basically this area is also of high demand. So the next thing that we have here on day 2 is creating your account. I am going to mention some key things that I really want you to pay attention to. Number 1 is your photo. So for every profile on Upwork, there is a picture. In fact, Upwork does not allow you to submit your account creation. They don't allow you to submit your profile or submit your account if you don't have a professional photo. All right. So sometimes they just allow you. Some people just take any picture and put it there. Maybe they were in a party or something, they were doing something, and then they just take a picture and just attach it there. That is a mistake. Upwork is a professional place. If I am looking for a freelancer, I want to know that this freelancer is a professional, is somebody who is an expert. Like I said, you are coming there to give your expertise. So you are considered to be an expert and you need to conduct and behave yourself and even appear as an expert. You cannot just take any picture. So what are the things that you have to look for? First of all, your face has to show. You have to show your personality. Your face has, the client has to see your face and you need to have that smile, proper smile. You look professional. If you can have a coat or you can have whatever you have, but make sure your face shows. You look very professional. You have that smiley face. Let your personality comes out in that photo, because people can get attached to people just because they see the way they see you. They can interpret you by the way they see you. So you have to appear very well. So don't also put a picture where you are very far. Bring yourself close so that you can see your face properly. That is one thing. The other thing is of course, I've talked about what you putting on. Put on something that makes sense. The next thing under creating your account that I really want to emphasize is the headline. How you create your headline. How do you create the headline for your Upwork account? So what do I mean? So when you look at my account, I put like product manager, project manager, and agile team lead. So basically, I put an headline that stands out and also that has keywords. So when a client is searching for agile team lead, or they are searching for a product manager, or they are searching for a project manager, I will be shown. I'll pop up, right? So this is really important. Make sure your headline, the way you write your headline, makes sense. All right. So you can say things like, for instance, I am a data entry specialist, right? Don't just write anything that you feel to write. You have to write something that is professional. And one way you can learn is to look for profiles on the platform for other people that are within your same domain, within the domain that you want to come in as a freelancer. Look at the way they've written. Don't just look for any other people. Look for people that are doing well on the platform, that are making money on the platform. How have they written their headline? There is nothing wrong for you to create a method on how to create that's your headline so that you stand out. That's another thing that I wanted to mention when it comes to creating your account. The other thing is to create a compelling bio. This one also, I have created a video where I explained how to write your write-up, basically your profile, where you have this long write-up. I'm going to show you soon. I'm going to the computer and I'll show you some of these things that I'm talking about, but I just wanted to explain it.